Hello, grade 6 students. Welcome to our lesson today. Our lesson today is Our World Part 2 from Module 9. You can find this lesson in Student's Book page 107, Workbook page 93. So get ready and don't forget to bring your pen or pencil and a blank sheet of paper to write down your notes. And as usual, let's start with our learning objectives, or what we will learn today. Today we will, number 1, identify 3-time expressions of present perfect simple, since, for, so far. Number 2, ask and answer questions using how long. Let's start with this example. Tom is a teacher. He's a teacher now. He started teaching 7 years ago. So how long has Tom been a teacher? The answer: he has been a teacher for 7 years. So we use for to refer to the duration of an action. Let's have a look at another example to make it clear. I live in Doha now. I started living in Doha 10 years ago. So let's make a question with how long. How long have you lived in Doha? The answer: I have lived in Doha, correct, for 10 years. We use for to refer to the duration of an action. In the previous examples, we used for to answer the how long question. So we use for to refer to the duration of an action for 2 hours, for 3 days, for 5 weeks, for 7 months, for 10 years, or for a long time. I have lived in London for 5 months. However, we can still answer the how long question in a different way and using different words. Let's have a look at another example. Jack is a pilot now. Jack started his job in 2014. So 2014 is the point when he started his job. So how long has Jack been a pilot? Let's look at the answer. He has been a pilot since 2014. In this example, we used since, not for, to refer to the point when he started the action, when he started his job as a pilot. Let's have a look at another example to make it clear. I live in London now, but I started living in London in April. April is the time when I started living in London, the point when I started this action. So how long have you lived in London? Excellent. I have lived in London since April. In this example, we use since because there is an exact point in the past when we started the action. In the previous examples, we used since to answer the question how long. So we use since to refer to the time when an action started. You must have a starting point, like since 2 o'clock, since Monday, since last week, since October, since 2015, since I was young. Now let's look at the last time expression we have today. So far, let's read these examples to know more about how to use this time expression. I have read 4 stories so far. I have visited 2 volcanoes so far. Wow. I have eaten 5 slices of pizza so far. Yummy. I have been to 9 countries so far. Good. Now, what do you notice in these examples? Excellent. We use so far at the end of the sentence. Which tense we use? Let's look at these examples. Have read, have visited, have eaten, have been. Excellent. It's present perfect simple. Are they affirmative or negative sentences? Good job. Yes, all of them are affirmative sentences. So we usually use so far in affirmative sentences. And we use so far to give information about what has happened until the present point in time. So how many sentences have you read so far? Excellent. We have read 4 sentences. Good job. As we say, practice makes perfect. So now let's practice what we have learned in this lesson. Open your workbook page 93, activity number 2. In this activity, we will read and circle either for or since. I will do number 1 as a model. And remember, you have to find the key in each sentence to decide which answer is correct. Number 1, I haven't been to the beach for or since last summer. Look at this time expression, last summer. We use last summer after since. So we say, I haven't been to the beach since last summer. Now pause the video and do number 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your own and check your answers when you come back. Good luck. Now let's check our answers. Number 1 has been done. Number 2, I think my cat is ill. It hasn't eaten anything for or since 2 days. Yes, we have 2 days. It's a period of time. So the correct answer is for 2 days. Number 3, my parents have worked at this school for or since 2002. Excellent. This is the point when my parents started working in this school, 2002. So the correct answer is since. Well done. Number 4, I have known my best friend for or since year 1. Remember, it's not 1 year, it's year 1, a specific point of time when you started knowing your best friend in year 1 or grade 1. Here it means grade 1. So the correct answer is since. Number 5, Mr. Conley has had his car for or since 20 years. It's a period of time. 20 years is a period of time. So the correct answer, of course, is 4. Well done, everyone. Good job. Now let's make questions using how long and answer them. Open your workbook page 93, activity number 3. What we will do in this activity, we will write questions with how long, then look at the answer as in the example. We have to use the present perfect simple and use, of course, for or since to answer the question. Let's look at the first one, the example sentence. We have these 3 words, you, have, and this bike, and we want to make a question. Of course, and 2016, the time when he started having this bike. So first we have to decide which word we will use to answer this question. Is it for or since? Excellent. We will use since because it's the time when he started having this bike. Okay, now how can we make question? We start the question with how long? Excellent. And then we use the verb have as a helping verb. And after this, we use had, the past participle of the verb have. So the question is, how long have you had this bike? The answer is, we have 2016, so the answer will be, I have had it since 2016. Now, it's your turn. Pause the video and do number 2 and number 3 and check your answers when you come back. Welcome back. Let's check our answers. Number 2, we have the verb be, so very important to find the past participle for this verb. And we have 15 years the answer, so we have to decide if we will use for or since, whether we will use for or since. Of course, we will use for because it's a period of time. So the past participle of the verb be is super, is been. Very good. So the question is, how long has he been a pilot? He has been a pilot for 15 years. Let's move to number 3. They live Paris. The verb here is live, so we have to decide the past participle for the verb live. Excellent. Live is a regular verb, so live, lived, lived. And this expression last year, is it a period of time or a specific time when the action started? Excellent. We use last year with since. So the question will be, how long have they lived in Paris? They have lived in Paris since last year. Well done. Good job, everyone. Now let's move again to Students' Book, page number 107, activity number 5. In this activity, we will ask and answer questions using how long and answer using the ideas in the box. Let's look at number 1. Live in your house or flat. Let's look at the 2 boys. How long have you lived in your house? The answer, I have lived in my house for 7 years. He used for because he used a period of time, 7 years. Let's do number 2. Live in this town. Excellent. How long have you lived in this town? I have lived in this town since 2014. Number 3. Have your rucksack or have your jacket or have your tablet or computer. Use anyone you like. How long have you had your rucksack? I have had my rucksack for 2 years. You can use your time anytime you like to answer these questions. Let's move to the last one in our lesson today. Know your best friend. Try to remember and count how many years. Good. How long have you known your best friend? I have known my best friend since 2010. So this is for 11 years. Thank you very much. Well done, everyone. At the end of our lesson today, I would like to thank you all, and I hope you enjoyed your lesson today. Have a good day.